morning. I am great and ready to take on this week. A little tired. It was a very, very, very busy weekend, and I feel like I didn't get anything done that I needed to get done, but I made lots and lots of memories, and you know how important that is to me. Speaking of memories, WAPN is in a 40-day countdown to 40 years old, and so I'm asking that everyone that listens to the station, maybe is on the station's been on the station, we want to do memories over the air. And thank you, everybody that has texted them to me this weekend. We would like a video. And so we would love you to talk into your phone on video and tell us, why are you part of WAPN? Why do you listen to WAPN? Just a little testimony about WAPN. And you can text it over to 386-316-8054. And then I'm going to be sharing those also on the air as we're doing live interviews with the podcast equipment and all that. So it's just been so much fun hearing why you're part of WAPN, why you listen to WAPN. I've really enjoyed it and appreciate it. And thank you for all the new donors of WAPN. If you'd like to donate to WAPN's 40th anniversary, we're wanting to upgrade the equipment. And so we'd like to do a new board in here and some other stuff around the station. You can do your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever, to 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill. You can come on by the station. If we're not available, there is a mail drop. You can throw it to the mail drop and I'll get all these dollars. Or you can go to our website, WAPN.net. Click Give Now and give right there. And I appreciate all the new donors and all that. So just getting excited. I do want to go on the road and go to some different places and get their interviews. I was going to start last Friday. And then I realized a lot of ministries are still shut down for the summer. I know summer's so weird. I thought my granddaughters were starting school today. A couple of them started last week. And a couple are starting next week. So it's just confusing. So I'm going to wait probably till September. Will be a busy month around here. And then we're going to do a barbecue in the parking lot. We're going to have some food, and we're going to have where you can check out the radio station. Maybe we'll go live during that time. I don't know. Celebrating 40 years here at WAPN, 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill. And the barbecue is not on our anniversary. It's the day after so that we would have the airtime available and stuff. So it's first come, first serve, but a barbecue on September 27th from 11:30 to 1:30 right here at WAPN in the parking lot. Super excited what God is doing. Super excited that, this weekend, busy. When I say busy, we were busy. But I like it. I love it. I just want to do as much as I can. I want to look back at life and go, I thoroughly enjoyed life. So Saturday on the football field, little Hux was playing football. Then Ellie was cheerleading. So that was fun to see both of them. I love it when little people are in sports. And they're learning and they're checking it out and figuring it all out. So that was a great day. And then Tim and I went to the band shell on Saturday night and listened to the cover band for Journey. And it was packed. It's so great to see when things are going on in our area, how many people show up. So that was a lot of fun. Sunday, a ride on the river and to lunch, and that was great. And then we went to Ellie's birthday party. And then the most amazing, wonderful, greatest thing happened last night. Is two of my grandchildren and my daughter, one of my daughters, was baptized in the ocean last night. So what a great way to end the weekend. And so, like I said, we were on the road and Buffalo Bills played last night, preseason. So I didn't even watch it. I'm not even going to lie. I did not even watch it. I was snoring before they even started. So I don't even know the score, people. I know you've already texted me and asked me if they won or not. Probably not. Josh was not playing, but it's preseason. So to me, it's not as exciting. So did not stay up and watch it. And today would have been my mom. She died 13 years ago today. So thinking about her this morning and thinking about what she would have thought about yesterday and all the pictures that would have been taken. My mom was the photographer of the family. She was. And she would get all the pictures together. And then we'd get a DVD the next day. And I was thinking about that early this morning, how wonderful that was. Now, we all use our iPhones or whatever, and we're sending files back and forth and stuff. And I used to think, another DVD, what am I going to do with all these? But now I wish that I had something like that because it's so great. Yes, we share them, but like this morning, I was looking for two things that have been sent to me that I cannot find anywhere. And they're important documents, but, I have 24,000 pictures in my phone and I cannot find them. So yeah, I do miss getting stuff handed to you. I do miss when they printed the pictures. Of course, I know. What are you going to do with all those pictures? And it just brought up a lot of memories this morning and what my mom would have thought about yesterday and how my mom would have participated in the different things. And I'm thankful that I had good parents, and I'm thankful that I had parents that did participate. And I was thinking about WAPN going into our 40th year. You know, my mom, on our 25th anniversary is when we bought our Apple app. And Tim and I had it developed, and we presented it at the 25th anniversary. So it's been 15 years now that we have had the app. Just seems like yesterday. I know. And we started YouTube recently. That's something I've wanted to do for years. Different people had started it, but now we actually have it. And so that is WAPN 91.5 FM. And we have a YouTube channel. And so that's starting to get out there. And, you know, it's just neat how things are happening and how going into 40 years, how God is still the same. God is still right here for us, holding us up, cheerleading us on, and keeping us going. And I was thinking about that of the 40 years. WAPN still winning souls to Christ and praying for people. Nothing's changed right there. The buildings changed, the carpets changed, the walls have changed. Maybe the technology's improved. Maybe we're doing different things, but we are still the same vision that started over 40 years ago right here. And I remember they thought it was Holly Hill, Florida. And that little yellow shed out back. And, you know, just to be able to go on the air and probably reach a mile was so darn exciting. Ron Fussell was going one way and my dad was going another way and listening on their radios. And just really neat that, you know, to experience that. And then to go all the way now that we have the app and we have the YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and, you know, just all the things. And you think about all the journeys in between. And that's why it's so important to me to share the memories. I don't want to ever forget the humble beginnings, and I don't ever want to forget the things that we've changed and the way that we've done stuff and the ministries that have been on here. And, you know, I was thinking about Larnie White the other day. We were talking about the Stofers the other day, you know, and Pat Avery and just different people, you know, that have been part of the WAPN. Steve and Cheryl Ingram when they were on the air. And Dennis Brooks, where are you? And Peak, you know, and just the different things. Trent Corey we were talking about. Miss Imogene. The different people of WAPN. That's why I would love it if you would make a little 1 minute video, minute and a half video and send it to me. WAPN has been on the air 40 years. And I want to every day put something out there of a listener or a person that's been part of it and just share. Why do you listen? Why are you part of the WAPN family? I mean, when I first come here, I didn't want to be part of WAPN. I came here as a weekend warrior and helped my dad do stuff and go back to my real job. And then went through some stuff and I ended up moving across the street. The first year here at WAPN, I did not like it. I did not like it. I was a woman. I was young. I was going through a divorce. It was just not a fun experience for me. I'm not going to tell you that it was. And I would come over, and my dad really didn't train me. My dad just kind of said, well, you got to do the afternoon shift. Didn't even know what that was. And learned to start, you know, what is 14 minutes and 45 seconds? Getting people on and off the air, making sure the ID played, you know, making sure the cassettes were reloaded and rewind and, you know, and it was just humble beginnings. And now I look at automations and beeping in and the things that you can do. And I think, but God. He can do anything, and he does everything. And we get the opportunity to be part of it. I was at the birthday party yesterday, and I was talking to this little boy. He started a YouTube page, and, you know, a YouTube channel, and he was telling me about AI and all. And it's so funny because earlier today I was looking for something, and I couldn't find it. And I thought, well, I'll just ask, you know, I'll do AI. And isn't that funny that that's what we go to now? We used to have encyclopedias. Do you remember those? We used to actually have the encyclopedias on a shelf in our house, and every year they would send you a new one. And that would be with that information. Information was always delayed. And now it's instantaneously. And we whip out our phones and we do all these things. And some of that is really, really great. And I use a lot of it. I'm not saying I don't. But some of it is, you know, not great. Some of it is let that person just have that moment, or you don't need to put it out there all the time. And so there's got to be an in between. And it's hard for me because I am in the media and I am always doing stuff, but it is time to reflect on the fact that there's been some great things and there's been some wonderful things, but we also need to reel it back a little bit and just live in the moment. Live in the moment. I know last night we were taking pictures and all that, and it was exciting. And yes, you can look back at the pictures, but it was bigger honor to even be there. Now, I am thankful that we have the video and the pictures, but I'm also thankful that we could participate. So there's got to be a happy medium and all that. And I think about that even here at the station. So busy, so doing this, so doing that, and so thankful that, you could be on the air in this little tiny building with no windows and reach the world. You can do it through, YouTube and Facebook and all the different technology, and it is wonderful. But don't forget the real meaning of WAPN, and that was to win souls to Christ and to pray for people and to encourage people and let them have the love of God, get some Jesus. And so I have to stop sometimes and think, do we need to reel it back or do we need to go forward more? What is the vision? And the vision is the same that it was 40 years ago. And I think that that's one thing when you're going into a big anniversary like this. 40 years is huge, and I was been debating on lots of stuff about it. And the most I can say is that I'm thankful and that we're here, still here, and we're holding on and we're strong. Yesterday it was so cute because the little boy I was talking to about his YouTube channel and AI and all that, he said, "Oh, you're on like a real radio? Like, I think I own one of those." And I thought, I felt so old for that moment because we do have phones and we do have this. But then I thought, well, you can have the app or you can go to the website and stream it. And so then I was okay. But for a moment, I thought, you mean one of those little things that you listen to? Yes. And isn't it sad that we're so techno and that kids nowadays have phones at such a young age and they don't have anything like to grow up to and learn to? And I thought about that. We always had to wait. We didn't get a cell phone. Well, we didn't have cell phones, but our kids, until they were a certain age, like going out, when they're going to be in cars and driving with friends and stuff, then I thought that was important. There was not a lot of social media. And now it's all different platforms, and you got to choose which one you're on it. But once it's out there, it's out there. And so I don't know. I think sometimes we have too much stuff, but then again, we've got to have the stuff to also get the communication out. So it's bittersweet, but don't stop making the memories. Don't stop showing up. I mean, showing up is more important than anything. One of our little granddaughters, Ellie, she is the sweetest little thing, and she gets so excited when she sees you. Like it's her best day ever. And that is so sweet. And it means so much to us that she cares that much. Why don't we all kind of balance? We need to balance. I think that today is about balance because I am, like I said, I'm a little bit tired. We went, and I was exhausted, and I was thinking about today and this week, and this is an exciting week because Yvonne does Make-A-Wish, and I get to be part of Make-A-Wish, and what an organization Make-A-Wish is, and all the people that will be there this week, and all the, what they'll be doing to help these children all around the world. And you think about that moment, that big event. And then I thought about it. I bring Jesus into people's life every single day. Through the ministries, through the music, through, the social media, through the prayer lines. And I thought, wow, this is a big celebration. WAPN has been doing this for 40 years, and that is amazing and awesome. So whatever you're involved in, you might think your ministry is just a little ministry that does this little thing, or your ministry might have thousands and thousands of people in it. It doesn't matter, big or small, it's for the one. And that really made me realize this morning, I do this for the one. And when you change your perspective of everything and dial it back to what is your purpose, the purpose of WAPN is for the one soul that is going to be saved, the one person that's going to get prayer and encouragement. That's what WAPN does. And it changed my Monday. And so I'm excited to see what God is going to do today. Let's get this favor on and let's get this day going. God's favor surrounds us like a shield. If you're just be patient, persistent, and stay in that attitude of faith, then God will open up doors for you that people say are impossible. He has opened up so many doors for WAPN over the 40 years, with technology, with people, with ministries, with all things. And I am thankful. So get me those videos. If you can't come on in, if you can't schedule a live interview here because you're not in Volusia County, get me those videos, 386-316-8054, so I can share them with the neighborhood. It is Monday, August 18th, 2025. The weather 88 today, so it's a cold front today with the low of 78. Madison 89 with the low of 74. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Sandy and Jewel and Pat and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday anniversary celebration. Today is National Fajita Day. I love me some fajitas, steak and chicken fajitas. That made me hungry early this morning. I was thinking, I would like that for dinner. I know it's going to be a busy, great Monday. I am praying for you as you pray for me. God bless.